Hey Hofstra fans, and welcome back inside the WB Mason Coaches Report, only on GoHofstra.com. Victoria Conway joined by Hofstra Pride softball head coach Larissa Anderson. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well.
Well, your team just came back from Fort Myers, went 3-2 in the FGCU Invitational. Overall thoughts from this past weekend?
Impressive. You know, we're getting better. There were certain things that we didn't do as well as we did the opening weekend. Our offense wasn't there. But like I said to the team, it's not how many hits you get, it's when you get, and we had opportunities. We had a lot of people on base. We didn't get the key hit when we needed to be able to blast open the game, but we had quality hits, and you know, Lacey Clark came through with a couple key big hits, so that was good to see. The most impressive thing was Sarah Cornell and the performance that she had over the weekend.
Yeah, Sarah Cornell. First career shutout, 3 complete games over the weekend, just absolutely dominant. Didn't look like a freshman at all this weekend.
No, not at all, and she's not. She's a competitor. She always has been, and that's one of the reasons why I recruited her. She competes all the time, and it doesn't matter who we're playing, where we are, in the bullpen, you know, in the dome, in the gym. She competes all the time, and she's such a fierce competitor, and it was great to see that she was able to finish the games. Because she had a lot of opportunities where there was runners on base, and a freshman, you have no idea what to expect out of them. And she could have gone the other way, and she didn't. She bared down. She made great pitches. She got us out of some key innings.
And the shutout came against FIU, which is historically known as a very good program. Just for her to be able to get you guys through that game and blank them, what was that like for you?
Absolutely. I mean, she was in control. She controlled their at-bats, and that's what you want a pitcher to do. You want them to be able to swing at the pitcher's pitches and to control the at-bat, and she got ahead. She continued to dominate. She got them to chase the ball out of the zone, which was great to see, which makes it a lot easier on her defense. If they, you know, when pitchers make great pitches, the ball's not hit very hard, and so it puts a lot less pressure on the defense, so they're able to pick up easy ground balls and easy fly balls.
One of the interesting things I found from the weekend was against Rutgers in the 8th inning. You had Sam Tomasetti put down a bunt. Just how important is the small ball? Because you know your team can hit the ball out of the yard. They proved that last year and this year as well. So the small ball aspect of the game.
It's huge because it puts more pressure on the opponent. When I can call upon anybody in the lineup to be able to put a bunt down or execute a hit and run or something like that, it puts way more pressure on the defense because they know they still have to be able to pick it up and execute the play. And you know, when you get someone in scoring position and to be able to get someone over to third base, it forces the infield to play closer to home. And the closer they play to home, the more opportunities our hitters now have to be able to drive it through, which is exactly what happened.
And earlier you mentioned Lacey Clark batting .517 to start the season, red hot. How's she been seeing the ball, and how does the ball seem to be flying off her bat?
You know, it is. I mean, it's the experience. She made some adjustments in her swing. She's confident. She goes up there. She's swinging at good pitches. And she's putting the bat on the ball, and that's the key. Some fall, some don't, but she's able to connect when we need her to connect, and it takes a lot of pressure off of everyone else in the lineup when you know continually batter after batter is able to put the ball in play.
And the top of that lineup, Kristen Hall, you've inserted all 10 games so far. Freshman just seems to be seeing the ball really well, getting on base, batting .343 to begin the season. What have you seen from her?
She's not a freshman. She is a freshman, but she's not a freshman in terms of her playing ability. You know, it's great. It's very rare to have a freshman starting at shortstop and also be your leadoff hitter. And she really is the spark plug. She has so much experience, and she's mature beyond her years, which is why I said that she's really not a freshman. She understands the game. She reads the defense. She really is the spark plug. And when she gets things rolling, it really turns the lineup over and over again. And it gives everyone an opportunity because we know she's going to compete. She's going to get on base any way she possibly can, even if it's a put the ball in play or get hit by a pitch or draw a walk, which then puts more pressure on the defense and puts more pressure on the pitchers and catchers because she also has an opportunity to steal a base. So really, she's the spark plug to our entire lineup.
And now last season, something that plagued you guys was walks. And this season, they seem to be getting better, and the defense seems a lot more relaxed. It can be on their toes knowing that the ball's going to be put into play. How important is it for your defense?
It's huge because we don't want to give up free bases. And you know, knock on wood, the walks haven't hurt us yet. We are giving up more than we traditionally would like. And there's some easy walks. There'll be some 4-pitch walks there that drive me absolutely crazy. And that's just the pitchers understanding that they got to battle back. They got to compete in that count and work it back to maybe 2-2. And then anything can happen from there. But the walks aren't hurting us. And they're not happening in key parts of the game. So, you know, hopefully they'll come back to haunt us, and then we'll continue to get better with that.
Now, somebody who's slumping a little bit is Brittany Locker. She went hitless this last weekend, and she did so well last year in her sophomore season. Do you think she's pressing? What do you see from her?
You know, when a hitter does so well, they obviously want to duplicate that. And our game is so, stats don't really measure how well a player is doing because we have no control over the result. We can only control what we're swinging at and the effort that we put into it. And you could square up a ball 4 times and still go over 4. And then you could hit little flub hits and they fall in and you're going 4 for 4. So we have absolutely no control over those things. And it's unfortunate that hitters like seeing their stats. They like seeing how well they're doing, but it's really not a direct, indication of how well they're doing as a hitter. So Brittany wants to see those numbers. And so she's pressing a little bit, swinging a little bit too hard, swinging outside the zone because she wants those results so bad to help her team win. And it's really just getting her back on track and almost getting her to think that it's not so much about the hit, just having quality at bat.
And then Alyssa Irons, in her debut, she looked really solid 2 weekends ago, but since then a couple rough starts. What do you see from Irons?
You know, and she's competing. She's faced some really, really tough competition. She's really battled against some great teams. And it's just that one bad inning here and there. And we're not helping her behind her. She pitched great, and we had made it 3 errors in 1 inning. So we're not giving her the benefit of the doubt. She'll compete. She'll get that first win under her belt, and the pressure, the monkey will get off her back. And I expect really great things out of her.
This upcoming weekend, Longwood University again on the road, as your team will be till the end of March. How are these road games going, and what do you want to see improvement-wise in this upcoming weekend?
I'm real excited about this trip to Longwood because we set it up with Coach Riley to be almost like a conference opponent with a 3-game series, doubleheader on Saturday, single game on Sunday, because that's the toughest thing for especially the first-year players, and having eight of them within our program right now, to get used to playing the same team 3 times, and that's really tough to do. So we wanted to set that up early in the season to get to experience the adjustments we have to make from game to game, so we're not out-coached. So that's pretty much the biggest thing going forward. It's a great conference opponent. They're very, very competitive in their conference, so it's a good matchup with Hofstra and Longwood.
Well, she's Larissa Anderson, Hofstra Pride softball head coach. Thank you very much, Coach, for joining us on the WB Maine Coaches Report, and we'll see you next week.